Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Rachel Garceau. Welcome to your First Alert Weather Plus forecast on what so far has been kind of a summer-like fall week. And as we talk about what's on the way, that warmth will hold on through Friday. Some beautiful conditions coming our way. Breezy, yes, each afternoon, but temperatures very warm for early October. But it doesn't last long as we have some weather whiplash that sets in over the weekend. That will drop temperatures in a dramatic way and could lead to our first mountain snowfall of the season. All right, a little reminder of where we've been the last couple of weeks temperature-wise in the Boise area. The coolest day we've had back on the 3rd of October, we saw a high of just 61 degrees. Otherwise, it's been mostly 80s and 70s. And of course, most recently this week, we had those highs up around 80 from Wednesday, and that will hang on into Friday. So unseasonable warmth, the name of the game, through the end of the work week. But look what's coming our way after that. A strong cold front tears in late Friday into early Saturday. We lose almost 25 degrees of warmth from Friday to Sunday. If we do land in just the 50s, which is looking more and more likely that we will on Sunday in the Boise area, that will be our coolest afternoon as far as high temperatures go since the middle of May. And that kicks off what looks to be a stretch of unseasonably cool conditions. We're normally closer to 70 as we head towards the middle of October. So everything you see here below normal for this point in the fall season. So soak in the warmth while it's here the next couple of days. So southwest flow between high pressure off to our east and that strengthening system off to our west. That's what will amplify our temperatures and take us into abnormally warm territory. Also, though, between these two features, we will have air being drawn from the high pressure towards that strengthening low, and that will bring us those breezy easterly, southeasterly winds every afternoon. Could gust up to about 25 miles per hour, so something to be ready for. Now, because of the temperature change over the weekend and the potential for some snow to fall up in the mountains, it is a first alert weather weekend. Not so much because of rain and storms in the valley, but just what a shock to the system it's going to be coming off of the stretch of summer-like warmth. So Saturday and Sunday, we talked about those temperatures potentially plummeting by 25 degrees, maybe more in some spots over that 48-hour span. Brisk, breezy winds will accompany the front, and they will linger through the day on Saturday. And yes, valley rain showers, hit or miss at times, and light mountain snow at and then above 5,000 feet by Sunday morning. Snow level will start off high on Saturday, but will drop as that cold air mass comes in behind the front during the day Saturday. So if you are headed outdoors, especially Saturday evening into Sunday, make sure you bundle up and plan for possible winter driving conditions. Again, we're not quite certain yet exactly how much snow will fall and exactly where, but if you do have plans to travel to the high elevations or you live up in the central mountains, just be ready for the potential of some snow. So let's time this out on Futurecast. By Friday, that low pressure center has drifted just a little bit further south. It hasn't moved a whole lot compared to where it was on Wednesday evening, but late Friday, this front starts pushing its way in. It'll be in eastern Oregon by late Friday night, continue pushing into southwest Idaho early Saturday morning. Again, not a lot of precipitation accompanying this front. You can see midday Saturday, most of the rain and storm potential is off in eastern Idaho. We will have clouds overhead, breezy winds will have set in, and this will be our first drop in temperatures. The second drop comes in on Sunday. And then, of course, we're watching the possibility by early Sunday of that light mountain snow. If you are headed out to watch New Mexico take on Boise State on the blue, plan for a cool game. 56 degrees at kickoff, mostly cloudy skies. There's our chance of a stray shower. A couple raindrops could come down during the game. Kickoff, of course, at 7:45. It will be dark as our sunsets are closer to about 7:10, 7:15 this time of year. Low 50s by the end of the game, and you factor in those northwest winds. It'll be on the cool side for sure, especially considering temperatures for our last two home games, hot. We were at 92 degrees for the home opener back on September 5th, 82 for the most recent game on the blue on the 27th. So if you're a season ticket holder or you just attend every single game, it'll be quite a difference compared to how warm those last two home games have been. Let's talk temps across the entire Pacific Northwest and look at the impact. So pretty comfy for the entire Gem State on Thursday, up near 80 in Lewiston. We're in the 60s on the West Coast. We don't see much change there. On Friday, we warmed to 81 or so in Boise. We're around 80 for the entire Snake River Plain. Comfy in the mountains, near 70 to wrap up the work week in McCall. We see those 60s holding steady along the west coast, but then look as that cold air starts moving in on Saturday. Portland tops off at 55 degrees. In Boise, we land in the low 60s. We just see upper 40s up in the mountains, and Sunday cooler still. We struggle, like I said, to even reach 60 across the Treasure Valley. I don't think we'll get there. We barely get out of the 40s in the mountains and places like McCall. Lewiston is in the mid 40s, Missoula, Montana in the 40s as well. And along the west coast, very crisp, just mid 50s for Seattle and Portland. So as far as that precipitation potential goes, we're not talking about a lot of accumulation, and most of it favors points, excuse me, from the Haley area eastward into eastern Idaho. So places like Pocatello from Friday through Sunday could see half an inch of rain. We're looking at maybe a 1/10 of an inch or less across the Treasure Valley with those splash and dash showers that will pop up from late Friday night through the day on Sunday. And again, this particular model not putting a lot of moisture over the central mountains, but what does fall, again, it all has to line up. If we have precipitation coming in late Saturday into early Sunday morning, when those temperatures really drop, that's when we could see an inch or two at and then above about 5,000 feet or so. You can see an inch or two, nothing all that significant, but enough that it could coat the roadways early Sunday, before likely melting away in most areas as temperatures in the afternoons will rise above freezing. So look at the mountain outlook. We're up around 70 Thursday, Friday. We will see rain on Saturday. This might be the heaviest precipitation potential. Look at that upsloping, if you will, that really creates heavier rain over the higher elevations on Saturday. And then temperatures will be below freezing Sunday, even into Monday morning. We may have just a few snowflakes coming down, and highs only hit the 40s. So some chilly conditions coming to the mountains. Early taste of winter for this early fall season. For the lower elevations, we do have first alert weather conditions for the weekend because of that dramatic drop in temperatures that we've been talking about. Here's the Magic Valley, highs up around 80, 15 degrees or so above normal for this point in October. Breezy winds each afternoon, but really pleasant overall for the rest of the work week. Late Friday evening, we may see some showers coming into the picture for Twin Falls. It looks more likely we'll have showers coming and going on Saturday. Temperatures go from 79 on Friday to just 58 degrees. Look, as that front comes in, it'll really stall things out. We only see an 8-degree temperature change from Saturday morning until the peak of our warmth, if you will, Saturday afternoon, and we get even cooler on Sunday. Showers could continue into Sunday, but mostly drying out. A little spike in temperatures back to the 60s on Monday, and then we see cooler conditions still with some showers possibly entering the picture again by the middle of next week. Morning lows in the 30s, highs again only in the 50s for the Twin Falls area next Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's how it all shakes out for the next 7 days here in the Boise area. I know we've talked temperatures already, but still want to remind you how beautiful it's going to be Thursday and Friday, even with the wind in play. Should be very warm, very comfortable. If you have any yard work you want to get done, maybe some last harvesting of the garden, beautiful days to do that. We drop from 81 on Friday to a high of just 63 on Saturday. We will likely enjoy some sunshine. So again, not a first alert day because of drenching rain, but just because of how it's going to feel out there. Such a significant difference. We will knock it out of the 50s on Sunday, starting off in the 40s. We may keep a shower or two in play on Sunday. We warm to 61 on Monday, hold steady at 60 on Tuesday, but on Wednesday we're back down into the mid 50s. So if you haven't done it yet, I think it is time to unearth that fall wardrobe, get that cool weather gear ready to go.